brought to you by Moss Service and Hansville Funeral Home. Funeral services for Arzell Ponder, age 82, of Baileyton, will be at 1 p.m. on Saturday at Cullman Heritage Funeral Home Chapel. Keith Whitley will officiate. Interment in the Edith Cemetery. Cullman Heritage in charge. Ms. Ponder passed away yesterday. Visitation will be 6 to 8 p.m. on Friday at the funeral home. Funeral services for Earl Mossy Melton Jr., age 79, of Cullman, will be at noon today at Hansville Funeral Home Chapel. Dale McAnally will officiate. Graveside services with military honors will follow services at 2 p.m. at Walker Memory Gardens. The family will receive friends from 11 a.m. until noon today at the funeral home. Hansville Funeral Home is in charge. Mr. Melton passed away on Monday at UAB Medical Center in Birmingham. Funeral services for Orrin Clay O.C. Brewer, age 80, of Dodge City Community in Hansville, will be at 2 p.m. on Friday at Moss Service Funeral Home Chapel. Stanley Owensby and Gail Lombardo will officiate. Burial in the Bethlehem Cemetery in Glory Hill. Moss Service is directing. Mr. Brewer passed away Sunday at his residence. And those are our obituaries for today, brought to you by Moss Service and Hansville Funeral Home.
Bank presents Today on 2, broadcasting live at channel2cullman.com. We archive our programs also on the same website, so you can watch anytime you want to. Interesting weather this morning. I don't know if you noticed the sky maybe a half an hour ago, something like that, 45 minutes ago. It was really dark in the west. Looked like we had storms coming, and now I look out the window and you can see a little bit of sunshine, blue skies. I don't know where all that stuff went.
I don't know. It looks like it's going that way.
Yeah, maybe that one dark cloud.
Yeah, maybe so. I don't know.
We're looking for the silver lining.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's start with the weather forecast for today. We aren't knee deep in snow this morning.
No.
Our weather brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet. Here's the weather almanac for the 27th of November in Cullman, Alabama. The average high 59, the average low 39. The record high got up to 80 degrees in 1990. The record low was 17 in 1930. Sunset 5 minutes after 5 and sunrise tomorrow morning at 4 minutes after 6. Well, you can see the sun coming up over the horizon this morning, can't you? Right now in Cullman, 32 degrees, winds out of the west-northwest at 10 miles an hour. Humidity 72%. No rainfall in the past. Well, I don't know, since that can't be right. George and I talked about this before we went on the air. I don't know when they start the measurement here.
It was still raining last night.
Yeah, it sure was. The barometer is rising rapidly now, 30.03. There's the satellite picture, and goodness gracious, looks like the East Coast has a mess. Mm-hmm. Rain changing to snow and ice. Our part of the country, other than being cold, should be pretty good. Here's our forecast for today. Cloudy and windy through mid-morning, then clearing off with a high near 33 today. Clear tonight and windy, low around 20. Sunny tomorrow, high of 43. 52 on Black Friday, 53 on Iron Bowl Saturday, 56 on Sunday. And then temperatures dipping down a little bit Monday, but it's more seasonable weather after we get through today and tomorrow, I guess.
It'll be nice. Beautiful Thanksgiving Day.
It turned out in our part of the country, travel shouldn't be a problem.
Yes, very good.
Mm-hmm. A little bit chilly, but other than that, I guess you would expect that. Mm-hmm. Are you a Black Friday shopper?
No. Feel sorry for all those people that are going to be up at 3 a.m. trying to get to meet those bargains.
Yeah.
Take advantage of those bargains. I am a bargain hunter, a bargain shopper, but never on Black Friday. It's just not worth it to me. It's the only day I do get to sleep in, you know, so I'm going to take advantage of that. But no, I don't know. I don't want to fight the crowds. There's nothing out there that I need that's such a great bargain that I'm willing to do that.
Yeah.
I never have been. I usually am home decorating at that
That's
weekend.
right. Yeah, you decorate quite a bit for Christmas.
I do, so that's usually my weekend to get that done. And so, yeah, no, I'll be sleeping in. So all you little ladies out there at 3 a.m., y'all go for it. Just go for it.
Okay, let's check our Facebook friend of the day for today.
And that is Rebecca Isbell. And Rebecca likes Walking Dead and country music. So congratulations for being our friend. And we are going to reward you with that large barbecue sandwich from Mad Dog Mike's Famous Barbecue. Just come by here and pick up your certificate and then go on over there in the Berlin area.
And let's see, who's our guest for today?
Well, Pat Moody with the Mortgage Center is here. You know, rates have been really, really low, but I bet you they're starting to creep back up there. So probably now is a really good time before everything gets out of range again to start purchasing a home. And
there are also some regulations changing the first of the year.
Of course.
Pat will be talking about that too.
Of course.
George Spear is here with news and commentary right after this.
This is corporate headquarters. As you can see, I have a unique business. How do I compete with the big boys? Got this fancy business address, a marketing department, distribution center, got a great team, even a cafeteria.
That's mine.
From packing and shipping to printing and mailbox services, come into the UPS store for everything a small business needs.
I love logistics.
Watches, rings, and those beautiful diamonds. You know where. Cullman's Jewelry Store since 1962, with selection and quality beyond compare.
Shop Ed White Jewelers for the good stuff.
Ed White Jewelers, Highway 31 North in Cullman.
At Premier Bank, we're a bit old-fashioned. We actually answer the telephone when you call. However, old-fashioned doesn't mean we aren't up to date. With the latest technology, Premier Bank meets the various needs of our customers. Mobile smartphone banking, internet banking, ATMs, convenient offices. At Premier Bank, we have the right products right now with good old-fashioned customer service. At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
Life lived in black and white is not a life lived. Today, I choose color. To see it. To feel it. To be in it. To be upon it. And to live a life surrounded by it. Today, I put on a fresh coat.
Time for news and commentary on this Wednesday, chilly, windy Wednesday morning. Of course, everyone was thinking about the weather last night. Cullman Times has several stories regarding the weather and preparations for what would have been the worst. Thank goodness we didn't have the worst. But the folks in Blount County and down in Hoover, their school system decided to close just in case. You got a lot of hills, and some of them there are hills, and Blount County is one of them. They decided to be careful. This morning coming in, I did notice it was dark when I came in, as it always is, you know, in the early mornings. So I saw some dark spots on the highway, and I didn't know, since I noticed it was 32 degrees, if they were frozen over or not. And you certainly don't want to test one to find out. So anyway, I did notice a number of spots on Highway 157 coming in, and I noticed that they'd put sand and maybe some salt over the overpasses at I-65 to try to be prepared there. But we were spared, thank goodness, and not much to look at there. However, last night was an interesting night at Walmart. If you were there about 7, you didn't stay inside because you were evacuated. They brought people back in around 8. Why? And I noticed this, it seemed like something similar happened last year or earlier this year at Walmart. There was a gas leak at Walmart, and people began to smell it, and then they realized something was going wrong. I thought that's why I had building codes. That goes back a long ways, folks. For those of you who remember us trying to renovate the old POB 1, you know, and how everything had to be just right. Well, I don't know. It might have been an accident. Someone might have hit something. Who knows? But anyway, things back to normal there. Incidentally, the folks with the Cullman County Board of Education and school systems at West Point and Holly Pond, the stadiums have poor lighting and have lighting that needs to be repaired. So the Board of Education voted to provide about $200,000 in funding to repair the lighting at the stadiums at West Point and Holly Pond. So that'll Ted says they need it, and I guess some of the poles are getting kind of rotten too, something like that. Since it's going to be the Thanksgiving holiday here, heads up when it comes to closings. And again, just because I say it doesn't mean I remember it when it comes to checking the mailbox tomorrow, okay? So heads up, closed will be Cullman Caring for Kids, both Wednesday and Friday, today through Friday. It'll reopen December 2nd. Cullman City Hall is closed both tomorrow and the following day. Cullman County Courthouse closed both tomorrow and the next day. So if you got any business to be done there in the courthouse, go ahead and do it today. The health department's closed both days. Cullman County Landfill is open on Friday, closed tomorrow. Library in Cullman is both days and Saturday. It will be closed. Department of Human Resources, both days closed. Post Office, they'll be closed tomorrow, but they'll be open Friday. And Cullman Times, of course, is going to be closed both days. Also, in the news this morning, looks as though a Cullman man, 44-year-old Timothy A. Wells of Cullman, arrested on selling charges of selling methamphetamine to an undercover officer. Boy, also, and this is, I don't know if I've seen this done recently. Good Hope City officials and area sponsors are providing 1,500 Thanksgiving meals to local residents beginning at 11:30 tomorrow morning at the Good Hope School lunchroom. They're not giving a price if it costs anything. I can't imagine it being done, but there being a cost to the person who's going to be walking out. They say a maximum of 10 takeout plates per car. Wow. The food bank's going to be closed, but they're going to be selling, or they're going to be providing food at the lunchroom at Good Hope High School. Interesting situation there. Also, troopers are coming out in mass tonight, beginning about 6, and then pulling the plug about midnight Sunday. So if you see a lot of folks on the road, you're going to see a lot of troopers on the road too, apparently. And don't forget, when they've got somebody pulled over, you're going to have to get in the left lane. If you're on the freeway, you need to slow down. If you can't get in the left lane, slow down immensely, and so that if you pass them, you're not going, I think it's about 15 miles an hour below the posted speed limit if you have to travel in the lane closest to the vehicle. Department of Defense is considering closing the commissaries all across the United States. Closing commissaries. You know, so many dwindling benefits for the retired military. That's one of the things they sold you when it came to the recruiters and the re-enlistment folks when it came to the military. Now that's eroding away. Closing commissaries. See that? And that's, you have some good deals too. I mean, you know, they're good prices. And tomorrow, there may be folks, if in fact they have the Thanksgiving Day parade in New York at Macy's, Thanksgiving Day parade, winds may prevent it. But if it does go off as scheduled, you may have those protesters protesting against SeaWorld for beating up on some of their whales or whatever. So, one way or the other, there'll be a storm for the parade tomorrow, I guess. Stay tuned. More of Today on 2 after this.
In the nation, we worry about fire-breathing monsters, and we worry about spinach. At Nationwide Insurance, we take care of the big things like protecting you, so you only have to worry about the little stuff. We put members first, because we don't have shareholders. Join the nation that doesn't sweat it.
Nationwide is on your side.
Watches, rings, and those beautiful diamonds. You know where. Cullman's Jewelry Store since 1962, with selection and quality beyond compare.
Shop Ed White Jewelers for the good stuff.
Ed White Jewelers, Highway 31 North in Cullman.
Now, what is the worst?
Last minute Christmas shopping.
Right.
This year,
We start right after Halloween.
we still have months.
We are in good shape.
Lots of time.
Lots of time.
Is that a Christmas tree?
I think so.
In a rush? Come to the UPS store and we'll pack and ship all your gifts.
I love logistics!
That's why I shop at Doggett Jewelers.
That's why I shop at Doggett Jewelers.
And that's why I shop at Doggett Jewelers too. Ho, 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 ho.
We continue with more of Today on 2. I think we have some prizes we sure would like to give away today. We have the family barbecue package from Mad Dog Mike's Famous Barbecue. And we also have the day pass to the Wellness and Aquatic Center, which, by the way, admits 6 people. So 2 good prizes for today. We'll ask you a question about one of these ads, so pay close attention. Here we go with our merchant ads for today. Starting with the UPS store, they have all your Christmas shipping needs. Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 6, they're open. Saturday, 8 to 2. And they're on 2nd Avenue Southwest in the South Cullman Shopping Center.
Auto Tech Repair and Service does provide TechNet professional auto service. They do electronic diagnostics for major engine repairs, transmission, brake, foreign and domestic cars.
Mullins Body Shop, over 50 years they've been doing auto body repair and towing. You can count on them each and every day. Call 256-734-1353.
Coast Gas is the new name for AmeriGas. They have a fall tank set special, full service inside and out, located on Eva Road and near 157. Coast Gas.
Where Yule celebrates the season with good taste. Brown & Company Beverages, a large selection of seasonal wines, beers, and mixers. Gift certificates now available.
Jolly Time Rentals, where fun is always in the air. And that's literally because they have bounces and slides and concession equipment and obstacle courses and toddler interactive activities.
Gibbs Bookstore, your hometown bookstore. Gift certificates available each and every time you stop in there. Books are always on sale too. Used books, half price every day.
Night Free Insurance is one of the top 10 growth agencies in the state of Alabama for auto owners. Night Free Insurance has been providing insurance now for over 3 generations. Night Free Insurance.
Stereo Center can customize your sound. Car stereos, home sound system, surround sound for home theaters. They're in the Cullman Shopping Center.
And Grand Point Pharmacy, think outside the box for the season because they have a great gift shop there that has Gingersnap jewelry, distinctive coffee flavors, case knives that are engraved, and jelly bead rugs.
The Wellness and Aquatic Center reminds you that they have the full fitness center with weights, cardio, and professional training, but that's not all. They have the walking track, the indoor pool, and a variety of classes.
Baldwin Counseling Center, if you're having some problems and you need to talk, want some privacy, give Dr. Rogers a call. He'll set up an appointment and he can help you with your problems at Baldwin Counseling Center.
Hanceville Guns and Ammo, located on the corner across from City Hall in Hanceville. Right now, cash price on guns just 15% above wholesale at Hanceville Guns and Ammo. There we go with some of our merchant ads. And the question for today is going to deal with pictures in the ads.
Oh, okay.
Which advertiser has 2 big red trucks in the ad?
Whew.
Pictures of 2 big red trucks. 256-734-7399 is our telephone number. You get the family pack of barbecue from Mad Dog Mike's Barbecue and the day pass to the Wellness and Aquatic Center. Which ad features pictures of 2 big red trucks? Go ahead and call in while we watch Money Matters, brought to you by Premier Bank.
Hello, I'm Zach Wood with Premier Bank. Come by and see us about our Christmas loan special. 'Tis the season for extra cash and the rates are low. Certain restrictions do apply.
I think I stumped them.
I think so too.
I think I stumped them. Two big red trucks. Mullins Body Shop has the pictures of two big red trucks.
Yes, the tow trucks.
That's right. Let's look at the rest of our merchant ads right now. Starting with Highway 278 Pickers, the Antique Mall and Market, they're expanding. Wow, 200 new booths coming, and they've got a little bit of everything. Fashion, jewelry, artifacts, sports memorabilia on Highway 278 West.
Busy Bee Cafe, located right downtown Cullman, is now featuring German meals as a regular item on their menu. They also have dinner hours on Friday and Saturday from 2 until 9.
Ed White Jewelers, a Christmas tradition for 51 years. Experience the holidays with a gift they'll remember and cherish. Ed White Jewelers, of course, on Highway 31 across from Sportsman Lake Park.
And there's Earl's Body Shop, and they're voted the best towing service around, and David and Diane and the employees want to thank you for this great honor. They do have large and small towing available, local or long distance, and it is a body shop.
Be Fit is a fitness facility located in downtown Cullman on 1st Avenue Southeast. You pay just $50 a month and no long contracts, just pay month to month.
Yates Chance Christian Bookstore is counting down the days till Christmas. Store-wide selection of holiday gifts for every budget. Count on Yates Chance for the holidays and keep Christ in Christmas, located in the South Cullman Shopping Center.
Day passes are available at the Wellness and Aquatic Center. They have the full fitness center, the indoor walking track, and the leisure pool.
And Tires for Less is more than just tires. Go see Greg and the guys if you need some assistance with oil changes, minor engine repairs, shocks, brakes, so forth. Tires for Less, located on Highway 31 North.
Mr. Hicks Menswear now offering suits and sport coats made to your measurements. Of course, they also have suits and sport coats off the rack and regular big and tall size clothing for men.
And Doug Doggett Jewelers right there on Compass Way in Southwest Cullman is featuring the new LaFawn line. Of course, that's why you shop at Doug Doggett Jewelers. They always have a great selection of jewelry.
The $5 lunch is available at Dairy Queen, and by the way, that does include dessert, served every day from 11 till 4, or upgrade your Sunday to a small blizzard for just $1.
Mad Dog Mike's Famous Barbecue, located in the Berlin area, is offering that family barbecue pack. Pound of meat, 2 16-ounce sides, 4 buns, and sauce. It's a great deal, located right there inside the Berlin Quick Stop.
And Cotton State Barns of Cullman makes carports, play sets, utility trailers, and storage building. No credit check. You're automatically approved on Highway 278 just west of the interstate. Those are the merchant ads we have. Now it's time to check birthdays on the 27th of November.
I think we have a couple of them. Let's take a look. Philip Wigley is going to have a birthday today, along with Miss Dee Godfrey, Tony Hitt, and Michelle Thompson, and their names will be put into the drawing on Friday. Oh, we also have some anniversaries. Harmon and Edith Elliott and Sherri and Stephen Harper are all celebrating anniversaries. So everybody's name will be put into the drawing on Friday, where they have that possibility of winning an ice cream cake from Dairy Queen.
And coming up next, we'll talk to Pat Moody from the Mortgage Center.
At Premier Bank, we are very proud of the long-lasting relationships we have with our customers. We'll go almost anywhere to meet your banking needs.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Cullman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Moody. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
Meet the KitchenAid 36-inch induction cooktop. It might just change the way you cook. Induction technology heats the pan and not the cooking surface to offer you a new level of precision, speed, and energy efficiency. 9 settings give you different levels of heat to
to achieve precise temperatures and amazing responsiveness. Water boils in just seconds, making this the fastest to boil induction cooktop available. The KitchenAid 36-inch induction cooktop.
Welcome back to Today on 2. Our guest today is Pat Moody from the Mortgage Center. Pat, good to have you back on the program.
I appreciate it. I have been absent for the last couple times, and I apologize to y'all for not getting here on time. And as you get older, sometimes your clock gets wrong.
I can relate. I can relate to that. Well, bring us up to date. There's been a lot of things since we've last had you on the show, with the economy, with other things. It all seems centered on government. But anyway, bring us up. How do we stand today as far as the mortgage business?
Well, right now in the mortgage business, rates are very good. They're not as good as they were back in the spring. I mean, we had times where we had some very, very good rates, and then late spring rates jumped, and they jumped based off of some speculation as to what the government was going to do to try to keep the economy moving, and they jumped almost a full point. Well, when that happened, basically you had a lot of people who were right on the edge of either refinancing or purchasing because the rate was so good, that backed off and said, well, it's not going to benefit me. And so we had in early summer, it just basically like you turn the spigot off, and people were not even inquiring. They were not calling. They were not looking to buy, this sort of thing. But then as the summer wore on, rates moderated somewhat, and the government, the Fed, decided they would continue to do the things that they were doing to keep the rates down. And so the rates did fall some, and people have started to come back into the market and looking at refinancing. The rates right now, you can get a 30-year fix right around 4%. Now, we at one time had it down to around 3.5. So at 4 is not that much difference between the 3.5 and 4. And so now you're seeing more and more people going, yeah, I think I can. I think it makes sense. I can save some money, or I can buy this house that I wanted to buy, because the payments are going to be, it might be $100, $200 less than what they were before. So it's coming back. I think in our area, the purchase market is pretty. It's going well right now. Usually what you're looking at is your first-time houses are selling good. Usually right now you're seeing homes under the 150 or below are selling fairly good. When you get up into what I call the second-level houses, and usually these are houses where people have moved up. They've either been in a starter house and they want to get into something bigger. Those are the ones that still are lagging behind a little bit. But I mean, it's still there. You can, when you have any realtors on, they'll tell you that it's an active market right now. Now, what we're going to see coming forward, going into next year, is there are going to be some new government regulations put on all lenders, banks, lenders, everybody that's associated with any type of home mortgage financing. And this is what they're going to call QM, the qualified mortgage. They're going to make sure, the government is, that the people who buy have the ability to repay the loan, and that we do not lend more money than what the people can afford to pay. Now, and that's a noble cause. Don't get me wrong. That's not a bad thing. But where it turns is what they deem how much you can pay and how much you can't pay. I mean, they're cutting down, or they're coming in with some lower qualification guidelines that are going to restrict some people who before could buy, and now they're going to not be able to buy, because the government's saying, hey, we will not qualify a mortgage that your debt to income ratio is over a certain amount. So overall, it's going to tighten up the market a little bit, and again, maybe that's good. But again, anytime you see that, it's cause for concern, because it can, you might have 10 deals that you used to get approved, and now you're going to get 9 of those approved, because that one doesn't qualify because of these new regulations. So we're kind of concerned about that. But again, it's the law. It's what we've got to deal with. And
will that affect the interest rates?
Well, the thing that affects the interest rates right now is the Federal Reserve every month has been doing what we call bond purchasing. They've been going out and buying about $80 billion of government, of Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac bonds. And Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac are the two agencies that now the government owns, but they used to be private. They got taken over by the government. And by them going out and buying 80 to 90 billion a month, that's kept those rates very, very low. So that's what's keeping the rates low. Now, when they back off of that purchase, when they say, okay, next quarter we're only going to buy 40 billion, then that's when you're going to see the rates start to rise. And you see this now. They've got a new Fed chairman coming in, this woman who is saying that we're going to continue the bond buying, but we will start backing off soon. And when they do, then rates are going to rise again. That's when you're going to see them. They're going to do just like they did in the spring. They're going to jump just on the anticipation of that. So, but they've kept them this way because the economy is still not moving at the speed that they really think to fully recover. So, and plus, when we had the government shut down, it was a problem because it also shut down agencies that were that were making loans, people like USDA and different people. So they got further and further behind, and so that caused some problems also. But right now, everybody is fully operational. Everybody is moving forward, and everybody is trying to get. If you can, you get people in and get them approved now before these new regulations go into effect, because that person might not qualify come January.
Yeah, I was thinking from what you're saying, it sounds like there's a bit of an urgency
right
now to do something.
Is. And the biggest problem you have is that you don't know how many people are going to fall into this little the area that they now deem as being unfinanceable, because of 1 or 2 percentage points in your debt ratio or whatever, and we're just concerned as to how many that will be. Now, everything else we've been doing. They want to make sure we know. We have to verify what what the people make. We have to verify all of this stuff. No longer are there any of the loans like it used to be done where you didn't have to verify. So all of that's being done. The things that they've got in there now are being done, except for, like I said, 2 or 3 little things that they now are going to they're going to really press down and really center on. So, we're cautiously optimistic. How's that sound? Is that a politically correct term?
I think it is. Thank you, Pat. Good information. We'll be back with more right after this.
If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits? Putting on the Ritz. Different types who wear a day coat, pants with stripes and cutaway coat, perfect fit.
That's why I shop at Doug Doggett Jewelry.
Putting on the Ritz.
There's stuff around your house, but we don't make stuff. We make ovens. Dual fuel, double ovens. And they bake so evenly that now delicious is something you can depend on. We only make things for one room. The best room. Your kitchen. We're devoted to it. And you can feel it in everything we make. Nobody knows the kitchen like KitchenAid.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Cullman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Moody. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
At Premier Bank, we take pride in serving our community. We respect our customers, and we've won awards for our ethical conduct. We're motivated to do all we can for you, and we're interested in your banking needs. We're efficient, safe, and sound, and our relationships with our customers are second to none.
At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
For our community billboards brought to you by Pepsi and Coleman Jefferson Gas. Christmas Festival and Market will be taking place Saturday, December the 14th at St. John's Church from 1 to 6 p.m. Come ready to play, eat, shop, and just celebrate Christmas Festival and Market. And if you have a community billboard you want to share with us, you can email it to channel2coleman@gmail.com. Send us a fax on 256-734-7680. Give us a call, 256-734-7399, or be a friend on Facebook, Channel 2, and spell out the number 2 Coleman.
The weather forecast brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet. Make the switch to Mitch. It will be cloudy and windy this morning, clearing off this afternoon, but not warming up. A high just 33 degrees. Clear and windy tonight, low around 20. Sunny tomorrow, Thanksgiving Day, with a high of 43. And we have a very special Thanksgiving program lined up for tomorrow.
Yes, you do.
Paige and her grandmother, Rebecca Branch, will be doing tablescapes tomorrow. So tune in for that. Thank you for watching today on 2.
Hope you have a great Thanksgiving.